There's a story in every box score. This channel is about those stories. This is Daily Random, NFL. On September 27th, 1953, the Cleveland Browns opened their season on the road against the Green Bay Packers at newly completed Milwaukee County Stadium. There were 22,604 in the stands. The Browns were favored by 6.5, and it was 62 degrees. This was the first ever meeting between Green Bay and Cleveland. The Browns were led by founder, owner, coach, and namesake Paul Brown in his 8th season coaching the team. He was 76-11-3 at the time, an .861 winning percentage. Ridiculous. The Packers served under head coach Gene Ronzoni in his 4th season leading Green Bay. He had a 12-24 record for his tenure. 5-time All-Pro, future Hall of Famer, and defending NFL MVP Otto Graham was under center for the Browns, starting his 80th game. He had 137 scoring throws versus 101 interceptions and an 85.8 rating, unheard of in the 1950s. Of course, that was before the invention of passer rating, but in hindsight, he was head and shoulders above his competition. Tobin Rote was beginning his 4th season with the Packers and starting his 32nd game at quarterback. He had 35 touchdowns versus 52 interceptions with a 48.3 rating. The Browns had 8 other future Hall of Famers on their roster aside from Graham: defensive end Doug Atkins, defensive end Len Ford, center Frank Gatzke, tackle kicker Lou Groza, the toe, and Dante Lavelli, fullback Marion Motley, guard Chuck Noll, more famous as a coach for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and defensive tackle Bill Willis. The Packers were later represented by safety Bobby Dillon and center Jim Ringo. There's no video footage to speak of, at least as far as I could find. I got what I could from ProFootballReference.com and the Cleveland Press. Despite the 9 Hall of Famers on their roster, the Browns' hero of the day was one atomic Ray Renfro, who pulled down 6 passes for 97 yards, 97 yards, and ran the ball another 6 times for 27 more. Renfro later said, quote, "I have more confidence in myself, and I feel the team has more confidence in me. Before I came to camp this year, I made up my mind it was going to be different. I decided I would be a real pro player or I would get out," unquote. Graham also hit 7 other receivers, completing 18 of 24 passes for 292 yards and 1 interception for a 97.9 rating. Motley led Cleveland's ground game with 34 yards on 7 carries. Rote completed 4 of 15 passes for 55 yards, 2 interceptions, and a rating of 2.8 in the Packers' loss. Babe Parilli came into the game to relieve Rote and fared no better, completing 4 of 12 for 11 yards and a pick for a rating of 7.6. Breezy Reed led the stagnating passing game with 2 catches for 26 yards, while Fred Cohn gained 35 yards on 6 carries, as the Packers combined for 93 yards on 31 carries in total. The outcome of the game was an accurate harbinger of what was to unfold through the 1953 campaign, with the Packers finishing last in the NFL West with a 2-9-1 record, while the Browns nearly ran the table, winning their first 11 games before losing the season finale to the Philadelphia Eagles 42-27. They then dropped the NFL championship game to the Detroit Lions 17-16. Just think for a moment here. The NFL championship that year was played between the only 2 teams that have been in existence since the Super Bowl was born and who have not yet appeared in it, although both have at times come close. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe.